The word threesome may come to some people as a very, very strange word because they may never had known about it, or they've never heard, or they've seen people do it, but they didn't know that was the word it was called. But this story I'm about to say is just a thing that's been very rampant now in Abuja. On this channel we talk about stories, we talk about stories, the traditional stories, and every other thing that story that sounds unpleasant in the society, and the ones that are also good stories. So this girl got a call from a friend that they've not seen in a very long time. So you know how they used to do this secondary school and university alumni, like people who have graduated will now form a WhatsApp group. So she was on that group when she eventually, met some other people, and that's how she got the girl's number, and they just got chatting. And then it happened that they both live in Abuja, and she said, when are we going to see? They are both married, by the way, so they got, to meet eventually. And the lady told the other one that, okay, how are they going to see again? They met, they were fine, everything was going on well. The next visit, she had to call her into her room and told her that she had something to tell her. And when she told her this thing, she said the way she entered her car and left that place, because she came with her driver, she didn't drive. She came with her driver, so the driver took her out of the place, and that's how she blocked the lady and never came back again. Then, in one very popular church in Abuja, a lady that didn't have a mother, it's a very popular church that if I mention the popular church, you will be afraid to go to church. I'm not saying this to scare anybody, to say all churches are the same, but like I always say, that churches are like a hospital. A lot of people came there for treatment. Some are the doctors, which are like the pastors. Some are the people that are being treated. So the lady now started looking up to this other lady who was always sitting very close to the pastor of the church. They were in all the big women in all this women group in church, and she looked up to her and saw her that she was always attending all the activities in church. So she saw her as a very serious woman and looked up to her. And that is why I always say, before you look up to somebody, be sure you know the person reach house, like the person is who she is in church, in the house, and outside. Not the one that some people that are holy in church, when they go home, they are something else. So this other lady who had the first experience was the one telling us about this particular lady, and they both attend the same church. The person that had the first experience with her own schoolmates, and this one who had this experience, they were all discussing it because it had happened to them. And then this lady said she wants to visit the lady. She said no problem. She got home, got to her house, and asked her to come upstairs. The lady opened the back door. Apparently she left it open so that she could see her way through if she comes. And guess what? When she went upstairs, she knocked. As she opened the door, this other sister in Christ, sister in the Lord, was already, undressed, lying on the bed and waiting for her. So out of shock, the lady came in and was like, "What, ma?" That's how what's going on here? And that was how this lady ran out and left the house of the woman. And why am I giving this other stories first before we get into the main matter? A lady recently called on a Facebook Live and said she would not want her face to be shown. So she called on a Facebook Live, and it was a faceless Facebook, and she said something. She asked the lady, it was a celebrity face live stream, and she asked the question and said that she came to Abuja, she doesn't have anywhere to stay, and she got to meet one lady, and the lady said she was going to help her. And when she got to know the lady was already married. So it's not, her mind was calm that, okay, since the lady is married, she's going to have peace, there's no problem. That please, so the lady now said she was going to help her get something doing because she had finished her NYSC. So the lady promised to get her something to do. So she was relaxed, thinking that, she has caught a big fish. So finally, when a woman is the one trying to help a woman, they don't think about those evil things in their mind. So if it was a man, she would not be thinking maybe the man wants to ask her out. So in this case, it wasn't that case. So she didn't think about anything evil. So the woman told her that she wants her to become her partner. So the woman was now asked, the lady now asked her, what partner is she talking about? That she should try and understand that. She said, "Ma, I don't understand. What is a partner?" She now said, partnership rather. She now said that she wants her to do the do with her, to go into an intimate something with her husband and herself. You guys know I'm trying to be careful with the words I use so that YouTube will not flag the video. And that she wants her to get intimate with her husband and herself. The lady now asked her, "Ma, are you serious with what you're saying, or you're just trying to pull my legs to know the kind of person I am?" She said, "No, that the husband wants to have that kind of fantasy, like he's been craving for something like that she wants to, you just do it." So the girl now said that she needs to, she can't do that kind of a thing. The lady now started pestering her. So on the live stream, she was saying that they're promising to give her 500,000. So the celebrity, her name is Esther. The celebrity's name is Esther. She stays in the UK now. She said on her live stream, she advised the lady and said that the lady should not do that kind of a thing. She actually posted the question to everybody in the group on the live stream, and that day I called in the live stream. I now shared a story of the same Abuja, something that had happened like that in Abuja, where a young girl got married to a young guy and went out to ask a young girl out for her husband, and they actually had a threesome. And she said that, even though I'm trying not to mention these names, I keep trying not to mention, but it comes out. She said that she was trying to do that so that her marriage will work and not have issues. So it was when the wahala happened, we all got to know. And she said when the husband was doing to the girl, he was enjoying it more than when they do it together. That she had never seen the husband in that kind of mood, meaning that the husband is cheating. So when a relationship does not have trust already, so you now go and try that kind of thing with your husband. So another lady gave her own gist. Recently, a story was trending about a lady who said all married women in Abuja are lesbians. She called them lesbians, which I found that disrespectful. But then again, I don't blame her, because she must have gone into the hands of those people a million times. And she said most of them are the Muslim women, that majority of those women doing these things are the Muslim women, that they are into lesbianism. And a lot of us looked at it as, why did she say that? She might be right because she's saying it based on her experience. She might be wrong, or rather she's wrong because not everybody living in Abuja is like that. So I decided to share this story to say that if you come to Abuja maybe to serve, or you have a child who is coming to Abuja, male or female, you better tell them this thing, because the male folks, they do it through the backside. Like, you know what I mean now? They turn your child to Agigi, and you see your child doing so well financially, you'll be wondering, what is my child doing in Abuja? They will tell you they are selling cars. Some of them will tell you they are selling human hair. And most of them who have done that would begin to sell a particular business to cover up their evil ways. The one that happened recently in Meitama, a woman, they had all this shared accommodation, and then somebody called her and said that he needed people that their Agege side is still fresh, nobody has ever tampered with, that they are going to pay 5 million each to them. And before long, her neighbor said she saw the woman bring in some fresh people from Jos, and they came to do that kind of a thing through the back, that kind of thing, and they paid them 5 million each, and the woman will take her own cut from the 5 million. Is that a good thing? No. So when you have somebody coming to Abuja to either do youth service or to school or to work, you have the younger ones, older ones, let them know. Because sometimes the cares of this world, the deceiveness of riches, can make people to actually, you can find them in churches, in mosques, in recreational centers, in the park, they are everywhere. So you should be very careful whosoever. It's good for people to be kind to you, but you should be able to say no when they come up with this kind of stuff. So I just thought to do these real life stories to let you know that these things happen. The other 3 stories I was told directly So you should know that these things work.